Hello and a very warm welcome. In our world of vast and intricate tapestry of life, there exist creatures of immense beauty and staggering complexity. We often marvel at the grand spectacles of the natural kingdom, the thundering herds, the soaring eagles. But there is another world, a miniature realm, teeming with life that is just as dramatic, and in many ways, far more influential to our own existence. It is a world we often overlook. Today, we shall venture into this hidden kingdom. We will be exploring the lives of 10 of the most dangerous insects on our planet. These are not monsters of myth, but real, living beings, each with a unique and fascinating story. Their danger comes not from malice, but from the remarkable and sometimes terrifying ways they have adapted to survive. They are masters of chemistry, of warfare, and of colonization, and their impact on the world and on us is profound. Our journey begins not with a creature of immense size or terrifying appearance, but with one that is perilously familiar, the mosquito. It is a sound we all know, that high-pitched whine in the dead of night. Yet, this tiny delicate insect is, without question, the most dangerous animal on Earth to humankind. Its danger lies not in a venomous sting or a powerful jaw, but in what it carries within its slender body. The mosquito is a vector, a biological courier for some of the most devastating diseases known to us. As a female mosquito pierces our skin with her proboscis, she is not just drawing blood to nourish her eggs, she can also be injecting a microscopic cargo of pathogens. Malaria, a parasitic disease transmitted by the Anopheles mosquito, has claimed more human lives than all the wars in history combined. It is a relentless, ancient foe. We travel now to the sun-drenched savannas and dense woodlands of sub-Saharan Africa. Here, amongst the acacia trees and winding rivers, lives an insect that has shaped the very history and ecology of the continent. It is the Tsetse Fly. Larger than a housefly, with a distinctive scissor-like way of folding its wings, when it bites a human, it can transmit a related parasite causing African trypanosomiasis, sleeping sickness. If left untreated, the trypanosomes cross the blood-brain barrier and begin to invade the central nervous system. The victim's personality changes. They experience confusion, poor coordination, and a disruption of the sleep cycle. This inexorable neurological decay, if not halted, leads to coma and, ultimately, to death. In the Americas, from the southern United States to the tip of Argentina, another harbinger of disease stirs in the shadows of human dwellings. A member of the triatomine bug family, known by a chilling name, the kissing bug. It bites sleeping humans on the face, often near the lips, attracted by the carbon dioxide we exhale. Transmission isn't a clean injection like a mosquito, it's far grubbier and more insidious. After feeding, the bug often defecates on the skin. The parasite is in the feces. When the sleeping person scratches the itchy bite, they can rub the parasite into the wound. The real danger is chronic infection. Parasites can hide for decades, slowly causing damage. They target the heart and the digestive muscles. A silent, slow-motion killer, a time bomb from a bite long ago. We now turn our attention to the forests and low mountains of East and Southeast Asia, home to the world's largest hornet, Vespa mandarinia, the Asian giant hornet, with a body length of up to 2 inches and a wingspan exceeding 3 inches. Its size alone is enough to inspire awe and honestly fear. This is not a creature that relies on stealth or microscopic pathogens. Its weapon is overt, powerful, and delivered with brutal force. The stinger is nearly 1/4 of an inch long, capable of penetrating even protective beekeeper gear. The venom is a complex cocktail of toxins. A cytolytic peptide destroys tissue and causes searing pain. A potent neurotoxin called mandaratoxin can be lethal. They are apex insect predators, attacking honeybee nests and other wasps. As few as 30 hornets can annihilate 30,000 honeybees in hours. They decapitate adult bees, then plunder the hive for protein-rich larvae. The native Japanese honeybee evolved a remarkable defense. When a hornet scout approaches, hundreds of bees engulf it, forming a tight ball. They vibrate their flight muscles, raising the ball's temperature past 115 degrees Fahrenheit, essentially cooking the hornet to death. Deep within the humid rainforests of Central and South America, a creature crawls across the forest floor, Paraponera clavata, the bullet ant. It's not its size, though it is one of the largest ants in the world. Nor its appearance that makes it infamous. It's the power contained within its sting. Dr. Justin Schmidt, an entomologist, created a pain index for insect stings. He rated the bullet ant at the very top, 4.0+. He described it as pure, intense, brilliant pain, like walking over flaming charcoal with a 3-inch nail embedded in your heel. The pain is not fleeting, it comes in relentless pulsating waves lasting for up to 24 hours. Yet, for the Tsetse people of the Brazilian Amazon, this profound pain is embraced as a rite of passage. Ants are woven into gloves made of leaves with stingers facing inward. The boy must wear these gloves for 10 minutes. To them, it's not simply about enduring pain, it's a test of courage, a test of resilience. The transition from boy to warrior. Across the Great Plains and through the deep jungles of Africa and Asia, the earth itself seems to move. It is not an earthquake but a living river of millions of tiny bodies flowing as one. This is the legion of the driver ant, or siafu. They are a superorganism driven by a collective insatiable hunger. Driver ants do not build permanent nests like other ant species. They are nomadic, constantly on the move. They form temporary bivouacs, living structures made from interlinked bodies protecting the queen and her young. At the head of the swarm are the largest ants, the soldiers. They are equipped with enormous mandibles. They slice through flesh with ease. Anything that cannot move is consumed. Insects, spiders, lizards, snakes. The ants swarm over their prey, their powerful jaws cutting and tearing. Even large animals, if tethered, trapped, or injured, can fall victim to the swarm. There are accounts of them stripping a tethered horse to the bone. We now encounter a creature whose method of attack is perhaps the most psychologically disturbing of all. It is a form of violation that is slow, intimate, and deeply unsettling. This is the world of the human botfly, Dermatobia hominis. The adult fly itself is harmless. It does not bite or sting. The real danger is to its offspring, and the horrifying way it ensures their survival. The female botfly must deposit her eggs on a warm-blooded host, but she's too large to approach undetected. So, she evolved a remarkable strategy of indirect warfare. She captures a smaller blood-sucking insect in midair and carefully glues her eggs onto its abdomen. When this mosquito lands on a human to take a blood meal, the warmth of the skin triggers the eggs to hatch. The tiny larvae drop onto the skin and burrow headfirst into the flesh. The host is now infested. Once beneath the skin, the botfly larva begins to grow. It creates a small breathing hole, a warble, poking the tip of its abdomen to respire. It feeds on subcutaneous tissue and grows over 5 to 12 weeks. The infestation is rarely life-threatening but physically and emotionally distressing. The psychological toll of knowing something is growing inside you is immense. When fully mature, the larva wriggles its way out of the skin, intensely painful for the host. Returning to the neotropical rainforests, we find another nomadic legion, a relative of the African driver ant. This is Eciton burchelli, the army ant. Like their African cousins, they form massive colonies and are constantly on the move, a sweeping, predatory force that reshapes the very invertebrate communities of the forest floor wherever they pass. Army ant raids are a spectacle of organization and ruthless efficiency. They advance on a broad front, a swarm that can be up to 20 meters wide. This swarm raid flushes out a tremendous number of arthropods, anything that lives in the leaf litter. A whole host of other animals, particularly birds, have learned to follow the ant swarms. These are the antbirds. They perch on branches just ahead of the swarm, picking off the insects that are flushed out from their hiding places. The colony itself functions as a single, coordinated mind. If the colony needs to cross a gap, such as a small stream, they create living bridges with their own bodies, linking legs and antennae so that the rest of the colony can pass safely over them. The workers are polymorphic, meaning they come in different sizes. And then there are the soldiers, with their enormous, sickle-shaped mandibles, so large they are sometimes unable to feed themselves and must be fed by smaller workers. We now encounter a creature that is technically not an insect, but an arachnid. However, its fearsome reputation and potent venom earn it a place on any list of dangerous small creatures. This is the black widow spider, genus Latrodectus. The female black widow is instantly recognizable. Her glossy black bulbous abdomen is marked with a vivid red hourglass shape on its underside. This is not decoration, it is a clear, unambiguous warning. Her venom is the source of her fame. It contains a powerful neurotoxin called latrotoxin, which is said to be 15 times more potent than that of a rattlesnake. It travels through the bloodstream and attacks the nervous system. The result is a condition known as latrodectism. It begins with a sharp, pinprick-like pain at the bite site, which may be followed by severe muscle cramps, abdominal pain, nausea, and hypertension. The black widow is not aggressive. She is a reclusive architect, spending her days in her messy, tangled web, waiting for insects to become ensnared. She is a vital part of her ecosystem, controlling insect populations. Her danger to us is accidental, a consequence of us intruding into her small, dark world. She is a potent reminder that even in the most familiar of places, potent danger can lie hidden in plain sight. For our final creature, we return to Asia, specifically to the islands of Japan. Here lives a subspecies of the Asian giant hornet we met earlier, Vespa mandarinia japonica, the giant Japanese hornet, or Osuzumabachi. It shares many characteristics with its mainland cousin, but has carved out its own fearsome niche in the Japanese archipelago. It is a relentless predator and a significant threat to a vital industry. Its most infamous behavior is its organized assaults on honeybee hives. The European honeybee, which was introduced to Japan for honey production, is utterly defenseless against these flying behemoths. In a frenzy of violence, they can slaughter tens of thousands of bees in a matter of hours, decapitating the defenders before occupying the hive and carrying off the bee larvae to feed their own young. The danger to humans is also very real. The hornet's quarter-inch stinger delivers a venom rich in enzymes that digest tissue, causing excruciating pain. Multiple stings can be fatal, leading to dozens of deaths in Japan each year. The venom contains a chemical that attracts other hornets, meaning one sting can quickly escalate into a full-scale swarm attack on the unfortunate victim. It is a true apex predator of its world, feared by insects and humans alike. And so our journey through the world of these 10 remarkable and dangerous creatures comes to an end. From the microscopic pathogens delivered by the mosquito to the overwhelming force of the driver ant swarm, we have seen that danger in the natural world comes in many forms. These are not monsters but masters of survival, each armed with unique and formidable tools honed by millions of years of evolution. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. If you found this journey as fascinating as I did, please show your support by liking this video, leaving a comment with your thoughts, and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the marvels of the natural world. There is always more to see, more to learn, more to understand. Until next time, stay curious.